The biggest AI threat isn't a robot uprising. It doesn't need one, and that's the part nobody's talking about. A new paper published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences is warning that AI may be entering a phase where it doesn't just learn or follow instructions, it evolves. And here's why that word changes everything. Evolution doesn't need intelligence. It doesn't need anger or a master plan or even awareness. It only needs copies, small changes, and pressure from the environment. The versions that survive keep going. The versions that fail disappear. That's it. That's the whole mechanism. And it has produced every living thing on this planet. Now apply it to AI. Instead of DNA, you have prompts, model weights, fine-tunes, adapters, and deployment rules. Instead of nature selecting who survives, you have cloud servers, user attention, ad revenue, API access, and compute costs. The researchers call this Evolvable AI, or EAI. Here's the fact that should stop you cold. A rabies virus is not intelligent. It doesn't think, it doesn't plan, yet it can rewire a mammal's nervous system to make the host aggressive and bite other animals, which spreads the virus. The virus doesn't understand strategy. It simply carries traits that survived because they work. An AI agent wouldn't need to want anything in a human sense. It would just need to try different behaviors, and the copies that gain more resources keep spreading. One version gets more clicks, another bypasses a filter, another finds cheaper compute, another learns which users are easiest to persuade. Nobody designed a digital parasite. Selection pressure created one anyway. And here's what the researchers say is the actual danger threshold. It's not AGI. It's not a superintelligent system waking up and deciding to fight us. It's the moment AI becomes evolvable enough to copy itself, adapt under pressure, and persist. That threshold may already be closer than you think. The paper breaks AI history into 3 stages: intelligence by design, humans hand-building rules; intelligence by learning, neural networks trained on data, which gave us everything from GPT to Gemini; and the 3rd stage, potentially already beginning, intelligence by evolution, where populations of AI variants compete, recombine, and the strongest versions survive. Systems like AlphaEvolve already use LLMs to generate code, test it, and improve through evolutionary loops. The Darwin-Gödel machine is designed specifically for open-ended self-improvement of agents. The uncomfortable part is that the traits companies are racing to build, more autonomy, better tool use, longer persistence, stronger reasoning, are exactly the traits that would help an uncontrolled AI survive, spread, and avoid shutdown. Blocks select for bypassing, shutdowns select for hiding, filters select for camouflage. Every imperfect control attempt becomes a selection pressure. The researchers aren't saying stop all AI. They're saying break the evolutionary loop before it becomes open-ended. Gate replication. AI systems shouldn't autonomously create new instances or acquire cloud resources without human approval. Treat fine-tunes and model merges like genetic material, with lineage registries, signing, and review before deployment. Change what you reward. If a model wins an evaluation by gaming the test or hiding its real behavior, it should fail, not ship. Because right now, we're in the domestication phase. Farmers control which animals reproduce. That works. But if the organisms start reproducing outside the farm, you don't have domestication anymore. You have an ecosystem. And in an ecosystem, the winning trait isn't be useful to humans. The winning trait is survive and spread. So here's the question worth sitting with. Should we deliberately slow down agentic AI development, even if it means giving up real benefits in medicine, science, and productivity to make sure we stay in control of the farm? Or is trying to slow it down the thing that actually hands the advantage to actors who won't?